Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Jay coming at you live from the beautiful Philippines. Look, this place is incredible, right? Beaches, sunsets, the food, it's paradise. And the best part, it's cheap, like, really cheap. You can live like a king here on a shoestring budget, or so they say. But here's the truth. The Philippines can chew you up and spit you out if you're not careful. I've seen it happen. I've seen expats come here with dreams of island life, only to end up broke and back on a plane home. So, in this video I'm breaking down the top 20 budget blunders that can absolutely wreck your expat life here in the Philippines. Stay tuned, because this is gonna be a wild ride. Okay, first up, we gotta talk about lifestyle inflation. You land in the Philippines, see the low prices, and think, boom, I'm rich! Suddenly you're living like a king. Daily massages, imported beers every night, penthouse suite with a view, you're ballin'. But here's the thing, that $1,000 a month budget you had? Yeah, it's now a $2,500 a month black hole. I've been there, done that, got the empty wallet to prove it. Look, comfort doesn't have to mean luxury. You can live really well here without breaking the bank. Embrace the local lifestyle, try the local food, it's amazing. Trust me, your wallet will thank you. Let's talk about the nightlife. Angeles City, Subic Bay, Makati, they're electric. But they can also drain your bank account faster than you can say San Miguel. Look, I'm not here to judge anyone's choices, but let's be real. Dating in bars, especially if you're meeting certain kinds of ladies, can get expensive. Gifts, drinks, helping out her family, it adds up. Before you know it, you're the sugar daddy sponsoring someone else's life. Listen, relationships should be a two-way street, not a financial transaction. Be careful, be smart, and protect your heart. And your wallet. Alright, let's get real for a second. Getting sick in a foreign country is scary enough, but getting slapped with a massive medical bill? That's a nightmare. Look, the healthcare here in the Philippines is actually pretty good, especially the private hospitals. But it ain't cheap. We're talking thousands of dollars for a simple procedure, tens of thousands for something serious. And if you need to be medically evacuated, forget about it. Don't be stupid, like I was for a while. Get yourself some good expat health insurance, or at least a local plan that covers emergencies. Trust me, it's worth every penny for peace of mind. Finding a place to live is a big deal, right? And here's the thing, some landlords will try to pull a fast one on you, especially if you're a foreigner. They'll quote you double, even triple what a local would pay, or try to lock you into a long-term lease with hidden fees. Don't fall for it, do your research, compare prices. Look for places outside the main tourist zones, and for God's sake, negotiate. Remember, this is your home, not a hotel, you have rights. You know what they say, death and taxes, right? Well, here in the Philippines, you can add electricity bills to that list. Seriously, electricity here is insanely expensive. And don't even get me started on the internet. Unreliable connections mean you're stuck paying for expensive mobile data or backup systems. It's a trap. My advice? Go for energy-efficient appliances, choose your location wisely, and be prepared to shell out some serious pesos for decent internet. Listen up, because this is important. Visa rules here in the Philippines, they're no joke. Miss a renewal, overstay your welcome, even forget to file the right paperwork, and bam! You're looking at hefty fines, deportation, the whole 9 yards. I've seen it happen to good people. My advice, stay on top of your visa game. Know the rules, mark your calendar, and if you're planning on staying long-term, look into the Special Resident Retirees Visa, SRRV. Trust me, a little bit of paperwork now will save you a whole lot of headache later. Let's talk typhoons, baby. The Philippines is beautiful, but it's also in the middle of Typhoon Alley. And trust me, when those storms hit, they hit hard. Flooding, landslides, power outages, it's intense. And if you're living in a high-risk area without any kind of plan, you're playing with fire. My advice? Choose your location wisely, avoid flood-prone areas, and always have an emergency fund stashed away for a rainy day. Because trust me, it will rain. We all have our comforts, right? But trying to recreate your entire Western lifestyle here in the Philippines? That's a recipe for financial disaster. Imported cheese, fancy gadgets, clothes from your favorite brands? They'll drain your bank account faster than you can say grab delivery. My advice? Embrace the local scene. Filipino brands are awesome, the food is incredible, and you'll save a ton of money. Trust me, your taste buds and your wallet will thank you. Here's the thing about being a foreigner in the Philippines. You're going to be seen as the wealthy one. And that means you're going to have a lot of new friends and distant relatives coming out of the woodwork, all with their hands out. Now I'm all for being generous, but you gotta set boundaries. Lending money rarely ends well, and you don't want to be taken advantage of. Be kind, be compassionate, but be firm. Your financial well-being depends on it. I see this all the time. Expats coming here thinking their savings will last forever. Newsflash, they won't. The exchange rate fluctuates, inflation happens, and life throws curveballs. Before you know it, you're stranded without a paddle. My advice? Have a plan B. A side hustle, remote work, a pension, investments, something to keep the cash flowing. Don't rely on your savings alone. Trust me, having a backup plan isn't just smart. It's essential for long-term expat survival. Let's be real, folks. The Philippines, like any other country, has its share of scammers, and they can sniff out a naive foreigner from a mile away. Fake land titles, overpriced services, guaranteed investment schemes, the list goes on. My advice? Be skeptical. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Do your research, get second opinions, and never ever hand over your hard-earned money without doing your due diligence. Remember, trust is earned, not given. Who hasn't dreamed of opening a beachfront bar in paradise, right? But here's the reality. Starting a business in the Philippines is tough. Complex ownership laws, endless permits, local politics, it's a minefield. And most expat businesses fail within the first 2 years. My advice? Don't go in blind. Do your research, network with trustworthy locals, and test the waters before you go all in. Remember, passion is important, but so is a solid business plan. Transportation, it's a necessary evil, right? But here in the Philippines, it can be a real budget buster. Think owning a car or motorbike is cheap? Think again. Repairs, registration, tolls, not to mention the ever-present risk of accidents and chaotic traffic. It adds up. My advice? Use public transport whenever possible. It's cheap, it's cheerful, and it's an adventure in itself. And if you absolutely need your own wheels, buy used. Get a reliable local mechanic, and drive defensively. Let's talk about the elephant in the room: inflation. If your income is in dollars or euros, you might have a bit of a buffer. But inflation here in the Philippines can be brutal. Rents go up, food prices skyrocket, and your purchasing power takes a nosedive. My advice? Don't get complacent. Build a cushion into your budget, monitor the exchange rate, and be prepared to adjust your spending habits. Remember, what seems affordable today might not be so affordable tomorrow. This one's important, guys. Moving to a new country is exciting, but it can also be incredibly isolating. Culture shock, language barriers, lack of purpose, it can take a toll on your mental health. And when you're feeling down, it's easy to fall into destructive habits like excessive spending, drinking, or unhealthy relationships. My advice? Prioritize your mental well-being, stay active, connect with other expats, find a hobby, volunteer, anything that gives you a sense of purpose. Remember, a healthy mind is just as important as a healthy bank account. Look, I'm not here to scare you, but let's be real. Breaking the law in a foreign country is a bad idea. And what might seem like a minor infraction back home can have serious consequences here in the Philippines. Overstaying your visa, getting into public disturbances, even unknowingly breaking business regulations, it can land you in hot water. My advice? Educate yourself about local laws and customs, be respectful, and avoid unnecessary risks. Remember, ignorance is not a defense. Boracay, Siargao, El Nido, they're stunning. But living in a tourist hotspot comes with a hefty price tag. And once the high season is over, you're left with inflated prices, limited options, and a whole lot of isolation. My advice? Consider living in a mid-tier city. Places like Dumaguete, Iloilo, or Cagayan de Oro offer a more authentic Filipino experience, a lower cost of living, and a greater sense of community. Remember, sustainable living is about finding a balance between paradise and practicality. Let's be honest, bureaucracy can be a pain in the neck anywhere in the world. But here in the Philippines, it's an art form. Visa renewals, business permits, even simple transactions can turn into a bureaucratic nightmare. My advice? Be patient, bring snacks, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Hire a fixer, consult with an expat group or find a reliable local contact who can guide you through the maze. Remember, a little bit of preparation and a sense of humor can go a long way. For digital nomads and online entrepreneurs, reliable internet is non-negotiable. But here in the Philippines, it can be a real gamble. Slow speeds, frequent outages, and limited coverage can cripple your productivity and drive you insane. My advice? Test the internet before you commit to a location. Ask other expats for recommendations, and be prepared to invest in backup systems like pocket Wi-Fi or even Starlink if you absolutely need a stable connection. Remember, in the digital age, good internet is not a luxury, it's a necessity. I can't stress this enough, folks. Have an emergency fund. This is your safety net, your financial lifeline when life throws you a curveball. A medical emergency back home, a sudden job loss, even something as simple as a stolen wallet can wipe out your savings in an instant. My advice? Aim for at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses stashed away in a safe and accessible account. Better yet, diversify your funds across multiple currencies and locations. Remember, it's not about if an emergency will happen, it's about when. Be prepared. So there you have it, folks. The Philippines is an incredible country, full of warmth, beauty, and opportunity. But it's not for the faint of heart. It's a place that rewards those who are prepared, resourceful, and adaptable. The Philippines can be paradise unless you turn it into a trap. Stay sharp, live smart, and always budget with some cushion. The goal isn't just to live in the Philippines, but to thrive in it. So pack your bags, do your research, and get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. Just remember to pack your common sense and your financial savvy too. Safe travels, and I'll see you on the beaches.